It's 3 p.m. on a Sunday afternoon, so let's do a makeup tutorial. So, I was sitting around in my room going, wow, what on earth can I do and get published by this Wednesday for my class? And I was thinking, well, I'm a theater major, so that goes for me in this class. And two, my roommate and my best friend and I, we have been obsessed with Six the Musical recently, and I figured since they have already deemed me as the Anne Boleyn of the group, why not do an Anne Boleyn makeup tutorial? I mean, I got the green. First, I'm just going to start off by hydrating all of my face, my mouth, my eyelids. Oh, it's blue. I haven't done makeup in a long while, so I'm kind of unsure. Oh, that feels so bad now. I have a towel. Oh, I'm kind of unsure on what to do entirely. But, you know, I'm figuring it out as it goes, and I don't know if this is going to stain something if I rub it on there, because it looks like it would stain. Hold on. As you can probably tell, like, I just ordered some of this makeup because I was going to go to Comic-Con. I was like, well, I need primer and all that if I'm going to Comic-Con. And I haven't worn makeup, like, actual makeup, since I was a junior in high school, so, like, 2 years ago. Ever since then, the only makeup I've really done is stage makeup. Or if I'm in a very bad mood and I need to dress up, I just don't put on the primers and stuff because I'm only going to wear it for like maybe an hour or two. Next, I'm going to get my lips moisturized. I'm using Burt's Bees Black Dahlia because it's the only chapstick I currently have because I've lost my rest. But this is like a really nice tinted chapstick that I wear instead of lipstick because lipstick dries my mouth out so bad. It's nice and red through and through. I am a theater kid that just also happens to do woodsy cosplays. You got that on, now I just gotta blend it in, and I'm using my fingers because I am a disgusting human being. Okay, there. Now we have all of that done, and now we're gonna move on with makeup. I did wet my beauty blender before getting started with the makeup, and honestly I didn't realize it would swell up this much, which just proves that I haven't done extraneous makeup in such a long time. I think the last time I truly did makeup was when I went to a Comic-Con as Gogo Tamago from Big Hero 6. Okay, now that I have taken every single bit of life out of my face, we're gonna go in with concealers. Because I have a trash human being face with dark circles everywhere. Because, you know, we don't sleep in this house. And I've had these dark circles since middle school. But Twilight gave me the audacity to not do anything about them. Because I was like, well, Bella Swan can have dark eye circles, then I can have dark eye circles. I would use concealer, but I realized recently that my concealer's tone is that of Starfire's skin color, so as much as I love Teen Titans, I do not want to have Tamaranian orange skin. Maybe if I do a cosplay of her, I will. Okay, now that that's there, we're gonna blend it. Okay, it didn't do anything, but it's fine because, you know, Anne Boleyn's stressing about the fact that she's gonna lose her head. Girl doesn't have time to probably get good and adequate sleep while she's going, oh no, my husband wants to kill me. We are going to be as pale as Anne Boleyn's corpse. I'm going to go ahead and apologize to my professors. That was so dark. But, you know, when it's a musical about a historical figure, it's going to be a little bit dark. I mean, she's known as one of the beheads in the group, so I'm sure the entire fan base is quite aware of her corpse. Okay, now that we've done all that, we're going to go in with a powder setting. I don't have setting spray. God, I just realized how terrible I am at makeup, and Jeffree Star would be so disappointed in me. He'd be so disappointed if he saw this video. He'd be like, honey, why? Now I'm moving on to the eyeshadow, which I have to say is going to be my favorite part about this, just because of the fact that I get to use such crazy colors I don't do in my everyday makeup, because I don't wear everyday makeup. But I have, first I'm going to go in with the color Relaxed in the Smashbox Draw In palette right here. Don't do what I'm doing because this is expired makeup. And I'm using expired makeup because, well, I'm too lazy to go into Sephora and justify spending $20 on a brand new palette when this one still has stuff in it. And once we're done with that, we are going to take this little doodad right here. It's an angled brush. I'm not really good at terminology. I'm so sorry, my viewers. We're going to take that and we're going to go into this hard candy palette. This palette's called Smoke Out. It's infused with I think CBD oil. No, it's not CBD oil. Hemp oil. This palette's infused with hemp oil, and it's the Hard Candy Smoke Out palette. We're gonna go in and take this color right here. I believe is called Hash. So we're just gonna get some of that with that angled brush. That way it looks a little more natural, just a little bit. Okay, and next, where's my brush? We're gonna take this flat brush. I know a lot of people consider this a blending brush, but I think I just use it as a flat brush. And we're gonna go into the color Smokin', which is right here. Just gonna dip it in lightly. Because we do want to do a bit of a smoky eye. This is in place of our black. Be very light and sparse with it to begin with, because it is very heavy on the eyelids. Like, it is extremely heavy on the eyelids. And I messed up so bad. Oh. We'll fix that later. We will fix that later because I don't have makeup wipes in here. We're gonna try and salvage this. Oh god. Looks like I got punched in the eye. Eee. This worked well when I tried it yesterday, but it ain't yesterday, and my hands are incredibly dry because I went on a woodland walk. Now that we've done that, we are going to take this teeny doodad right here. We're gonna go into this color. It's called Burnt. Actually no, never mind. That's Baked. I'm seeing things backwards, which is not good. But we're going to go into Baked. And try to lighten it up just a little bit in the center, because we're going to want to have some bright color in the eyelid. Is Six the Musical Anne Boleyn? No. She ain't going to have it dark. She's going to have it bright. Because, you know, girl likes a party. Now we're going to blend all of this in again. Now I know why it doesn't look so bad, because it just looked bad due to the fact that it hadn't had anything else up there. We're gonna sharpen up the edges with foundation in just a bit. Okay, once you've gotten that done, we're gonna take, which brush did I use earlier? Oh no. We're gonna take this little flat brush right here. We're gonna take this flat brush right here and go into this color named Blitzed. I've dipped into this a lot, especially for a Poison Ivy look. I'm just gonna pat it on the eyelid. Forgot how wet this is. I'm gonna pat it all on the eyelid because Anne Boleyn likes her glitter. And I got some in my eyelash and that does not feel comfortable. We are patting this down on the whole lid, like no inch will be spared. I think this is my favorite part of the tutorial, is that part of the eyes. It's because, like, look at that. I look like I'm about to go down the Yellow Brick Road in The Wizard of Oz. Like, I look like I'm about to go to the Emerald City with these eyes. So we're gonna take a blending brush, and like we're gonna do this very carefully. We're gonna get this shimmery white color right here in this palette. I'm not sure the name of it, just because, well, it's not listed on the back. But it's the Sephora Love Eyes. And we're just gonna brush some of that and put it on top. Just because of the fact that I realized I put way too much of that dark green stuff. Because really the dark green is supposed to help work as a background, because this green, it's kind of sheer and transparent. So unless you have something behind it, it's just going to show up as white. Nice and pretty. Before we do anything underneath the eyes right here, because that is very bare and naked, we're going to go in with the blending brush again. But this time, just get the teeniest amount on the tip. Like that much is all you will need. And we're just gonna work from the middle of the eyes, like right in here, and go down into a sharp line. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take this itty bitty, very thin brush, and because I don't want the green sparkle to be absolutely everywhere, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this shimmery green up here. It's called Lit Up. We're gonna take that. We're just gonna go right underneath the corner of their eyes right here. Corner to center. On both corners, we're gonna leave that center part open for some of this. It's very faint, and I think it helps add a bit. Just because of the fact it would be a bit extreme if you had the glittery all throughout. Now we're gonna move to the bottom corners of our eyes, otherwise it looks a bit naked. And I'm gonna go in with this one shade called Baked. It's right there. Just gonna dip it in with the angular brush. And be very careful doing this or else you'll stab yourself. You're just gonna go inwards like that. Give it some extra life and vavoom. If you get any like flyweight glitters, use a wet beauty blender to pick them off. Because surprisingly it works well, just like that. Now we have a bit more of an ambulin look. We are going to blend this in. Otherwise you will look like a green raccoon. I'm not gonna lie. If it is a bit too much for you, I would suggest just dipping it into whatever white color you have and going under to try to mix the two. That way it gives it a more mellowed out look, even though you still have that green appearance. That way still green, just not Shrek. Okay, that's the eyeshadow part, but now you're gonna move in with whatever mascara is yours of choice. My favorite is the Roller Lash by Benefit. Although you'll see what I do with my stuff and be like, what? The first thing we're gonna do is just flick them like normal. I don't use an eyelash curler just because of the fact like it really hurts the fibers in my eyelashes, if that makes sense. So I'm sorry for the bizarre angle, and my mirror is right behind the camera. And this is a bit harder to do. Okay, now that that's happened, we're gonna let that sit for just a little and move on to the lips. Now I'm using an e.l.f. Duo Stick. It's for daytime and nighttime lipstick. This has always worked for me, and we're going to go in with the nighttime to get that ambulin red. Okay, now that that's happened and you can see how terribly I've done this, we're going to take, if you have a lip brush, take a lip brush and dip it in your foundation. As bizarre as that sounds, I'm going to just dip it in there after you soften up the edges to your liking. This is optional, but I have a very pointed cupid's bow, and that's just something I like to insinuate whenever I want a more regal appearance. Especially since like during the time period, like the Tudor time period, they had a desired shape in their lips. They liked really thin, well not really thin, but small, full lips with sharp cupid's bow. And that's what I'm doing right here, just to give a bit more of a feel for the time period, even though it's not something necessary for the look. And once you successfully made yourself look a bit weird with, you know, such foundation around your lips, you're gonna gently blend it out. I'm using a sharp corner on the blender to help keep that shape that I built up. And now we have her red lips. Now we're going to go in with a spoolie. I have two of these, one for my eyebrows, then one for my mascara. I can tell this one's the mascara one because of how hard the spoolie is. And what you're gonna do is just brush it out. This is why I don't use falsies either, because this helps separate the fibers from the mascara. Though we still have the long dark lashes, but it's a bit more of a more naturally fuller look. We're gonna get some green sparkles starting throughout these. I have to admit that. Now, as for some finishing touches, we're just gonna go back into the sparkly green color and dab it onto the lid just because of fallout. What I did with my eyelashes did cause some major fallout at the base of the eyes. Because I want to keep that nice look, we're just gonna fill that back on in. And now you have a completed Anne Boleyn makeup look.